CS Mbadi, kuna vitu tatu inafaa ifanyike kwako ndio iwe funzo. 1, pelekwa kamiti. 2, finywa kende, be castrated. 3, nyongwa. We can't continue like this as a country. Mnatupeleka wapi? No.
Thank you, John Mbadi, for proving to us that the government of the day ni wao. Wow. Ukweli inasemanga waje? Ukweli ikiingia uongo utoka, ama ina ujitenga. One time. So the reality is, kwanza tupigie John Mbadi makofi. One time, tumpigie makofi. Thank you, John Mbadi, for proving to us that the government of the day ni wao. Wow. Mlitudanganya ati kuna infrastructure fund, si ndio? Wewe ukatwambia iko registered mkiwa na your king Mr. President, si ndio? Mkasema saa hii hata kuna pesa ishaanza kufanya nini? Kuseviwa kwa infrastructure what? Infrastructure fund. Wewe juzi ulienda ukasema ni uongo. One time. So ile pesa mlikuwa mnatuambia imeseviwa iko wapi? So si serikali ni ya waongo? Na juu serikali ni ya waongo, si hata sisi ndio usema ukweli. So uongo na ukweli inaweza kuwa pamoja. So serikali ikae kando na sisi na ukweli yetu tukae kando, tutafute serikali ya ukweli. So Ruto'S ni one time. Si Mbadi alituonyesha Ruto lazima akue one time. Anatudanganya 5 trillion ya infrastructure fund, which is a lie. Na sio mimi nimesema, imekuwa top pale kwa headline ya gazeti ya leo. One time inasema Mbadi the liar. Ilikuwa inasema nini? Mbadi lied. Mbadi lied. One time. So tukuje sasa kwa maneno ya mtu. Unajua mimi nawaambianga ukweli na nyinyi hamjui. One time.
John Mbadi. Ati mlikuwa mnaadaa wa Kenya. Mlikuwa mnadanganya wa Kenya. Mnadanganya wa Kenya. The 5 trillion infrastructure fund. Ati mlidanganya wa Kenya. Nyinyi masokwe tu yani. Yenyewe hii nchi iko katika mikono ya mikora mazee. Anyway, hizo birds zilienda kule State House, zilikuwa zina deliver very worse message. Yes, very worse message. And soon mutaona your revelation.
CS Treasury John Mbadi and National Treasury cannot account for 1.3 trillion Kenya shillings withdrawn from Treasury. Kasongo must go.
My people, John Mbadi, the CS of Treasury. Yani, this man is clueless. I'm not afraid to talk about it. How can you be encouraging these politicians to be stealing and investing in Kenya? So you are proud telling Kenyans that they shouldn't be stealing and investing outside country. Wanafaa kuiba wa invest Kenya. Ati wawache kuinvest Dubai, waache kuinvest Tanzania, waibe wa invest in Kenya. Are you okay? Because if you are the CS of Treasury and you're encouraging corruption, theft, and everything, then Kenyans, why should we be holding these people into account? We should actually drain the swamp. Yeah. Kama huyo ni mtu ameshikilia Treasury muzima, anaongea hivi, then we shouldn't be asking where the trillions and billions and millions zenye zinapoteanga zinaenda wapi. We shouldn't be. We've gotten the answers at the daylight. Because ameongea vizuri sana. Kama hujasikia akiongea. John Mbadi. Digest words before you utter them out. Tafadhali. Hey! CS of Treasury. Unaongea hivi. Pole. Aluta. Kenyans, we have a journey. We have a long way to go.
Is another expert, but only on paper. But in reality, the man is useless, clueless, rudderless, and colorless. This is a man who engages in populist politics. Politics of, I dreamt of Raila, or Raila came to me in a dream and told me that I should take the Luos to Singapore via Canaan. That he is the most senior Luo in government today. That he is the first ever cabinet secretary of finance from Luo. Oh, Luos are in government. Luos are happy and will no longer go to the streets as per the norm. And that Kasongo has the unequivocal support of Luo Nyanza. That said, all that populist politics is at the expense of the sensitive and heavy workload his office carries. The finance docket is a critical docket. That is the financial nerve center of the entire country. And problem is, we get people to run that ministry not on merit, not on meritocracy, but out of mediocrity. Political horse trading, gerrymandering, that is where it comes. And I will not lie to you people. This man has achieved nothing at Treasury apart from overrunning his loud mouth and spewing verbosity. In a sworn affidavit, this man lied to the entire nation about the 5 trillion infrastructure fund. Going by that, it is no longer political, but criminal. A sworn affidavit binds you. And that is tantamount to perjury, lying while on oath, which is a crime by itself. And if this was a country that respects the rule of law, that upholds democracy, Mbadi would have resigned or he would have been fired. But unfortunately, we are a banana republic that subscribes to the rule of the jungle. That's the sad part of it. How do you lie in regards to amount that is even more than the country's budget? 5 trillion is not a drop in the ocean. That is a lot of money. So in short, he lied to us about that infrastructure fund, that it was not incorporated. He lied to us it was incorporated, it was registered, it was legally constituted, and it was secured, which have come out as lies. And if you want to know how arrogant, how much hubris and braggadocio this man has, he just says it casually. Yeah, I lied. That my work is to state the facts, but the problem is Kenyans are experts. They know everything. But yes, we have to question you. You do not announce 5 trillion financing without legal personality, statutory backing, regulatory clarity, and risk containment. So like I said, people, John Mbadi is very useless. That man, even as the MP of Suba, he achieved nothing. Even the roads leading to his village, chickens were breaking their legs because that's how pathetic the road was. This man has achieved nothing other than notoriety. He's well known for engaging in gland-to-gland combat, coitus, with a certain blogger in the parliament toilets. That's what he's known for. And being a parasite, a bacteria, a leech. a pathogen that used to survive on Raila. But now Raila is gone, he's jumped on the next horse, who is Kasongo. And one thing I'm telling John Mbadi, the day of reckoning will come. And politics is about survival. Yes, there are no permanent enemies in politics. You see, because you're all driven by the same interests to fill your stomachs. But in politics, you throw each other under the bus to save your skin. And you're handling a very sensitive docket. But according to you, your job description is to tell people about Raila and your seniority. How Raila left you people in broad-based 10-point agenda nonsense. But the day of reckoning will come. You will answer as to why you overborrowed, you overtaxed, without showing us anything tangible or valuable what those taxes have done, and why you borrowed, and that money you borrowed, where you took it. Because Kasongo will say, yes, I was the appointing authority, but it is you who was making the decisions as the cabinet secretary for finance. So utabeba msalaba John Mbadi. Utabeba msalaba, na kuambia ukweli. Utabeba msalaba wako. And this time round, there is no Raila. If you're depending on Methuselah, that Neanderthal, that septuagenarian called Oburu Odinga to come to your rescue, my God, it's an exercise in futility. Oburu himself is incoherent, frail, emaciated. He cannot help you. So you will be on your own, John Mbadi. And remember, pride comes before a fall, and enjoy while it lasts. But the kind of hubris and braggadocio emanating from you, your arrogance, saying that yours is to state facts. What facts? What facts? You are arrogant and a pathological liar of a skunk. Bure kabisa.